And we appear to be away. Cracking. Good stuff. So, we are a bit early, so I'm not going to jump into anything immediately. I'm just going to enjoy this cheeky little coffee. But we are going to be playing some Terraria today. We'll get that finished off. That's going to be pretty nice. And that leaves us with a few other bits and bobs. So let's get that running. There's a couple of little odd bits I can do to begin with. I'm kind of in two minds. Like, I fancy getting all the achievements for it, but then on the other hand, there's one or two that I'm not sure I can really be that bothered to invest the time into. So we'll just see. We will see how we're going. So let's get this opened up. So we've only got the one lunar tower left now. Just this one here. But I was kind of thinking, like, maybe we'll have a look for an enchanted sword shrine, but I don't think there is anywhere on the map that has like a straight down section like that would imply there is a sword shrine below it. So I don't think we've got one from the ground. It's not to say that there isn't one anywhere, but I don't really know how they work beyond like a single shaft of one tile wide. I mean, it's possible that could be something, I suppose, but yeah, and that's the end, so doesn't look like it. I mean, we'll go and check that out briefly. Say, I'm aware I'm starting early, so... And I didn't put an announcement because I wasn't certain that I was going to be able to start early or whether we'd be able to carry on long. I knew I'd be able to do my standard 2 hours here, of course, but we're going to be going for 4. So starting 11:30 or just before, and we'll carry on till around 3:30. I also wouldn't mind catching a prismatic butterfly in and around here, but I don't know what makes those spawn, if anything. When did I eat? Oh, right, okay, it just probably saved that from when we finished the episode yesterday. Or, well, technically it went up this morning, didn't it? But so let's check it out. I think it was a little bit further along. Yeah, it was in the jungle zone, wasn't it? Let's get me dragon out. Why not? I think it was over this way. It was over near the tree. I mean, the dragon's pretty good because they're not a particularly easy hard mode enemy, and it just chews through it quite literally. So, dragon's fairly good. But yeah, if I haven't got an obvious enchanted sword shrine to get the enchanted sword, I might mess about later and get Zenith. Like maybe we'll just start new worlds until we get one, and then bring it back here. So it looks like there's possibly a little something just under here. I don't think that's the case. Well, we found a little chest region, but I don't think that's going to do us any favours, really. Nah. Nah. Not really interested in much of that, if I'm honest. Never mind, let's head back. Yeah, I didn't want to carry on too early, but to be fair, there isn't really that much left to do. Let's just close that. So let's just have a look if there's any immediately apparent. Well, I suppose I could go for the fairy. I could spend a bit of time just trying to go for the fairy, so we'll do that. Get our little orb friend with us as well. Saying that, though, these guys could kill it, I think. I don't know whether they'll go out of the way to, but they could. And I don't know whether they spawn at ground level or only at night time or in the air or what. We haven't got much to worry about from these enemies anymore, at least. I'm grateful of the horn, though, because we can make some more holy arrows. That's just a leaf. I don't really know what I'm looking for other than it is a butterfly. That'll be, yeah, it's just a pixie. I was just wondering if there's any, like, sound effect that they might prop from it, but doesn't really look like there is. Now then, Beach, how's it going, mate? Nice to have you in here. We're looking to finish this off today, by all accounts. I don't know how hard the Moon Lord is, but I'm going to give him a good doing over if I can. We've only got the one pillar left. Good morning, sunshine. Oh, cheers. Nice. No, so I'm not actually. I'm playing range. Like I've got the phantasm going, but I just happen to. I've got a summoning altar, so I can have two as a freebie. Well, I can have a second one for 10 minutes. The dragon's pretty good though, and obviously you can. Anybody can have one summon, can't they? So dragon's pretty solid for that. But we're looking for the, what's it called? Something butterfly? Or prismatic lacewing, is it? Something like that? To summon the Lady of Mighty Power. Ah, right, yeah, I can imagine, mate. Yeah, you don't want to be getting your beefy juices all over their washing. But on the flip side, I suppose there's worse things that your washing could smell like than the fine beef ribs as prepared by yourself. But yeah, I think that's the right call, mate. Or just nip round. I mean, you know them well enough, don't you? Just nip round and be like, look, I'm going to be sticking bare beef ribs in. If you want to get your washing in, that'd be sick. And if you don't, I hope you like the smell. Okay, so we've got Desert Key, so that actually does allow us to get another achieve. I don't know where the Desert Chest is. I need to fly out the top here. But there is an achievement for using that key on the chest, so... It's the initial smoke. Ah, okay, yeah, fair enough. I suppose that makes sense. Because I was thinking, like, presumably the idea is to keep the smoke inside it, so... I'm guessing only a bit comes out, but yeah, I suppose you've got to start it off. But as you're well aware, I know very little about the smoking of meat, so I will take your word for it. But what I do know is that we've got a cheeky desert key. I'm just going to leave them. Nice. I've got to say, if I was going to eat anything at 12 midnight, beef ribs would be on the agenda. I'll tell you now a bit later on. I'll be fancying that. But of course, I will be unable to partake. But yeah, man, I'm going to have to come around there and get some of that rib action at some stage. Ah, right, okay, so yeah. Once fire goes out. Baller. I think I might have scuppered myself, really, by starting early without actually making anybody aware of that. Have I gone too far here? Oh, no, don't get myself killed here. Let's just evade. Because I don't actually want to do that yet. Let's just get away. I can't remember if I have to go past it. I assume I do now. Yeah, it isn't too far past it. I mean, I don't think you can say fairer than that, mate. And like, particularly if you do go around and say, you know, I'm going to be putting it on later on. Like, just wanted to let you know, because I'm conscious you've got your washing out at the minute. I don't think that'd be a big deal. To be fair, mate, I mean, where I live, I wouldn't even worry about it. Neighbours setting fire to everything at any point, and there's allotments just of it back there, like, and they're always burning stuff. So Sodom. Oh, you like it? Well, it's my hive city. Gotta keep up with the theme, I know. I do intend, or I did intend, I don't know whether I actually will, because I don't want to spend the stream doing it, but I did intend in, like, decorating it with either chlorophyte bricks or sort of like emerald bricks or something like that, just to, you know, go with the logo a little bit. But I have yet to get round to that. Now I'm guessing... Oh, right, okay, no, I was wrong. I was going to say, I'm guessing because this is the melee area. Is that just like a... It looked like a sniper rifle. But I was guessing that the majority were going to be melee enemies, but it turns out that is not correct. Oh, and they are... Okay, they are enemies. They're not... Yeah, because they have a name, so maybe they are, maybe they aren't. It does look like that thing shot them. But my dudes aren't going after them, so I imagine they're not actually enemies. Now, I don't know exactly where the desert chest is here, but it shouldn't be too far in. I know there are a couple dotted about nearby. I don't know if there's any up here, though. Been ages since I've used a hook, really. I can't remember for the life of me where they even are. So that's the ice chest, I think. Yep. I do remember there being another one in this sort of area. Is that it? No. So this leads off around that way. What have we got there? Table candle, gold chest, jungle chest. I feel like it must be further in, because I knew there was another one that way, but I didn't know if it was the right one. Godly rocket launcher. Nice. Shooting bare godly rockets at people. It's got to be further in, I'm sure of it. Had expected that. That's the one. Yes, lovely achieve. Desert tiger staff. Summon a white tiger. Let's try it. See what it's like. Yeah, not that interested. I like my little orb friend better. Well, that's another achieve dealt with. So let's have a look. Yeah, I've got the penthouse suite here for me. That's my room. And then the guide gets the mid-level gold tier room. So that's the setup there. And then all the other plebs just get little situations in there. So what were we wanting to do? Oh yeah, get my orb friend back. There we go. And then let's have a look at another one. So I don't know what the town pet is. Head pats to the town pet. I'm not sure what that would mean. Fly kite, drop a lure in lava, Terraspark boots. I'm not going to go for Zenny. Hey there, Joe. Yeah, I started early, man, but I haven't really done anything of note just yet. I was just getting a couple of achievements, really. I thought I'd wait for at least yourself, mate, because I know you're a fan of Terraria. So we haven't carried on. I don't know if you saw the episode from this morning. I've done a couple of the Lunar Towers already. We got one left, but I think we will crack on now. So yeah, it's just really to make up for last week, because obviously I couldn't stream because of the internet issues. Turns out there was a bit of an issue, and that was probably what was causing me to lose frames the other week. Because it weren't like we were playing anything that would have otherwise like warranted like performance drops. And on that note, I've actually ordered myself a new rig, so that's coming at the beginning of July. So sadly, I don't think it's going to be here for my 1 year anniversary on the dot, but it'll be within a week. Okay, you can get a pet from the zoologist. Okay, well, we'll go do that. I don't know which one she is, though. Yeah, it's her, yeah. Ah, sweet. Yeah, glad you caught up, bro. But yeah, I've sorted myself out some new ting. So that's coming, I think, like first week, second week of July. So at that point, we can actually play some high-end stuff. So I've got some plans for that. All right, we've already clicked on a shop. Summons a rideable white horse, dark horse, jousting lance. Okay, we've got a kite there as well, so I'll take that. So, like, apparently we're going to get a dog now, which is pretty tasty. I'm happy with that. I'm just going to bin the mithril and that because we're not going to use it whatsoever. Where's the other ones? We've got some nebula ting going on, haven't we? There you go, nebula. Cool. I'm going to sell a lot of this tat because we don't need that anymore. Keep the unicorn horns. I don't need alien hornet banners or star cell banners. Maybe we'll put them up if we end up having to fight Moonlord more than once. Which, I mean, I probably will, because there's a few different things he can drop in there, really. So let's just sort this last few bits out. As much as it's only 1 day bloom, it is probably worth chucking in there. Okay, sweet. So, I don't know when my pet's going to turn up. And, like, whether he can even get through the walls. Hey there, Soru. Nice to have you in the stream. Really appreciate that, man. Very nice to have you in there. And you haven't missed particularly much. I know you don't often have the time to hang around for the stream, to catch up. But I haven't really done much as yet. Just gathering a couple of achieves. So where is this dog at, yo? This dog delivery service are proper messing me about. I've ordered it in excess of 2 minutes ago. What are they playing at? I hope they deliver him to my penthouse. That'd be pretty sick. I do still have the table there, yeah. But does he count as a summon? Because these two dudes are both of me too. Is he actually a summon? Like, I didn't realise the pet would be. But I can always like exit and then come back. In fact, I might just do that, just for the sake of it. Ah, right, okay, they can only spawn in the morning. Okay, very good. Well, we'll wait for that. It's nearly morning anyway. Doesn't seem to speed anything up, this. I swear that should be ticking faster. I am asleep in the bed, despite being invisible. Come on then, friendly doggo. It's morning now. Where is doggo? Fair play, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some more of it this week. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. I'm enjoying it. It's all right. I just want to get through it really by the time the next new computer comes, because I wouldn't really want to be playing it on there when we can play some actual new top of the range stuff. But it'll keep us going. I've got to say, like, I mean, I don't know how badly it comes across. Like, I notice it, but one of my main issues is the fan being picked up on the mic, which won't be an issue once I get the new computer. But destroy and replace the beds. Okay. Because it wasn't working through a thingy moon, but I didn't know if that was just because the blood moon can't be or whatever. Still don't seem to do much. Can't understand why, because there's light sources and stuff. I mean, I think this would be considered a bedroom, but never mind. It's all good. Well, we know we've ordered a doggo. Can I order more than one pet? Shouldn't have got bunny license, cat license. Shouldn't have got one of each. Well, I assume they're going to arrive at some point and then we can pet the pet. But that's that. I'll have another couple of minutes just looking for a prismatic lacewing. I don't know. I think I'm going to go without the summons for now, just in case. But like, I don't know where they spawn, because like once I go above that height, I'm no longer in the hollow. So I imagine they're ground based. Oh, the cat has arrived. Very good. Where's the cat? Hey, there he is. Hello, cat. Pet. Achieved. Sweet. That's another one I didn't know how to get. Let's have a look here then. Isn't that the one I just got? Oh, right, okay, yeah, it doesn't update. Save. So, we'll get that soon. Frost Legion, Harvest, and... Oh, so that's different. I don't know what the Frost Legion is then in comparison to the Frost Moon. Yeah, I'm not sure I can be bothered to do that. But is that not just a case of building enough houses, maybe? I don't know. Fire a bee gun. Yeah, might not. Yeah, I might just write off trying to get all the achievements. Maybe we'll do that in the future. Come back to it in a few years. So yeah, I don't know what this lacewing looks like other than it's a butterfly. And admittedly, I don't think I've ever seen a butterfly in and around. Nice. Okay, fair enough. Like maybe there was something spawning and it constituted that. Fair enough. Yeah, because I couldn't sleep during the blood moon, and then I thought, oh well, that's probably just because it's the blood moon. Oh, little butterfly, come back to me. I say come back. I've never seen you. Well, never mind. We've given it a couple of minutes. It's not turned up. My patience is thin. So let us go and get the final lunar tower. Oh, Ginger the dog has arrived. As far as it goes, my dog is Ginger, so that's quite... Doesn't look like that particularly, but we will pet Ginger also. There you go. We shall pretend he is Varro. So, get me dragon, get me mate. I'm not going to bother with the potions. I'll just keep them for the Moon Lord. I know I can make more, but we've only got one of each of these, so we'll just grind away at it. Now, I mean, you can tell me if you want. Like, I don't mind spoilers in context of this sort of game. Sometimes it's relevant, but other times it don't really bother me. But I don't know if he spawns immediately or if we have to do something. So this could end up being a shock to me if we just kill it and then all of a sudden the Moon Lord's up on our grill. But we shall try it. Oh, is it maybe because, like, do the lunar pillars count as an event? So you can't sleep there? Oh, right, okay. So it does spawn straight after. Fair enough, Joe. Thanks for giving me the warning then, at least. So we'll I'll probably potion up before I actually kill the pillar itself then. So I don't want to waste them if I end up getting killed here, because the Nebula one actually murked me quite heartily. Oh, it's deflected. And it seems to be attacking me more than... How exactly does one kill that? Crawltipede. Well, it's more of a flytipede, isn't it? Given it was flying. Ah, okay, it gives us a minute, does it? Okay, fair enough. That's fine then. Well, that didn't go well. Yeah, I've got to say the other two were considerably easier. I know I did potion up, but I don't feel like that made all that much difference. I will use an archery just for the extra damage. Why not? Yeah, absolutely got wrecked there. Big style wrecked. Stay on the ground. Okay. I mean, it makes sense now you say that. I don't think that's a strategy I would have gone for on my own, really. I'm too used to flying about, but now you say it, it does make sense that they'd punish you for that, because it's the melee focused event or tower. Okay. So I take it if we stay on the ground, they're less likely to do the crazy attacks. Oh, right, the flying centipedes won't attack you when you're on the ground. Okay. And, like, can I even hurt them? Or was I just, like, missing the part I've got to hit? Like, is it right in the face or something? Yeah, absolutely wrecked me there. Oh, it's a dude with a spear. I was thinking it was like a gun. Okay, well my little friends can take them out. It's not the best area to be fighting in, to be honest. Oh right, yeah, cool. Good one. By Corite. I see. Interesting choice there, mate. Sroller. Okay. I wish I'd made the exit to this place a bit easier, but... Oh, right, okay, okay. The consensus for this one is that this is the hardest. I feel a bit better about myself then. I was going to say there's definitely a disparity. I feel like the range one and the summoner one are both about the same. And then the nebula one is, I would say, considerably harder than those two. And then this one does feel tougher still, yeah. But then maybe it's geared towards the fact that if you were a melee character, you would have higher defense, so maybe that's why. But then you still have to kill them all anyway, so... And I also think that the holy arrows probably are a solid choice. We'll see how we get on, but... Because I've made the chlorophyte arrows now, I might as well use them. Wow, those things are mental. Gotta get out of the way of that. So he will still come for you. You fly too much. Wow. I think you might want banners for this one. And again, if I'd have known, I'd have probably terraformed this area a little bit. It's just a shame it's so far away, or you know, the blind wouldn't miss about. I don't know about this bow though, like, it does feel good, but I'm not sure it feels that much better than Tsunami. Like, I remember you mentioned the other week, Joe, that you tend to use Tsunami for the Moon Lord, and I can see why, because this doesn't feel like objectively more powerful. It is pretty good that it's homing though, and with the chlorophyte arrows, it's pretty good. But still, I think the holy are probably better. Particularly against the Moon Lord, which I imagine is quite a large boss. Like, the holy arrows probably will get more damage overall. But we'll see. Try them out with chlorophyte once we've done this. I can't imagine it being much more unforgiving than this is. Okay. I walked into him then. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so it's better for bigger targets. Yeah, I mean, it absolutely rinsed the lunar pillars. Absolutely battered them. Get my little Beetlejuice on. Also, while I'm here, one of these cells dies, don't they? Stylist, probably. That's hair dye. Hair dye, hair dye, hair dye. Okay, that's all just hair dye. I'll be the clothier, won't it? Nigel, where's Nigel at? There he is. Come here, Nige. Come on, son. No, he doesn't have any. He doesn't have any of that. I seem to remember there is actually a dyer now. And I don't think he's actually... No. He's not actually available as it stands, so he must have been vacated from his premises. $1,400 arrows. Yeah, I think next death we'll probably make some holies, just to be on the safe side. I wonder if... I mean, I don't know if you know, actually, but do the phantasm arrows that come out of the phantasm count as holy arrows? Right, it's got a small hitbox. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. But I suppose then chlorophyte arrows might help with that, because at least the ricochet has a chance of hitting, and that does still proc the soul sort of arrows. But I get what you mean, because the Tsunami firing them 5 side by side does sort of increase the size of your projectile to an extent. Obviously, I know some of them might hit, but some hitting's better than none hitting. Just yam that little bit of health. What are these scumbags about? Alright, I've got to be in here for it to count. I need to stay down, but yeah. Proper rough. It is nice that my phantasms still shoot after my death, but doesn't really achieve an awful lot there. Well, I'm glad that I'm making it look really difficult. I just wish it was a little bit closer. Ooh, my 50th purple slime. Whatever will I do to celebrate? Fair enough, it's easier with melee. Well, I suppose, because they're all trying to close in on you, yeah, if you've got an auto swing, you know, relatively large, pretty quick weapon, OI, then you probably can keep yourself pretty well defended. But I don't think the terrain is particularly forgiving in this area. Like, if it was just a little bit more flat or tiered, you'd be alright. But because it's so up, down, you can't really get shots off at things. Yeah, you can stay back there, mate. I'm not interested in your vibes. Yeah. What? One shot? What? How are you supposed to deal with that? About another 7 attempts at this rate by the looks. Good job we started the stream early, innit? Bang. And we're away. So yeah, just to go back to the other point, as of July, I do plan to do a bit of Mordhau. I'm not very good at it, but I do plan to do a bit of Mordhau, just cause. And I haven't really got anything else particularly planned, but it pretty much means we can play whatever. Like, I might go back to Hitman. Like, I wouldn't mind just playing through it. I'm not sure I'll speedrun it, but I might give it a couple of levels a go. Just given that first one is a nightmare to try and get the shot off without the guards seeing you. Like, I don't know if that's a patch or whether that was always the case, but I have seen it speedrun and that you just pop the shot off and turn around and you're fine. But I can't seem to do it. So yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, probably should probably pay the nurse before we leave. That is a great suggestion. Yeah, I tend to ignore the fact that you don't start with all 500 HP. Okay, that is not a great start. Better now. Good work. Good work. Well done. Thank you. We're getting there though. I don't even know where the nurse lives now. Is she outside or is no? That's the dryad, isn't it? Let's see where nursey woman lives. Ah, she's just in there. Excuse me, missus. Yeah, I'll pay 13 gold. Why not? Shame you can't have 2 dragons though. It just seems a bit dragonist to say there can only be 1. Some kind of Highlander affair. Oh right, you can magic mirror away. Okay. That's pretty cool. Does he follow us then, or does he just stay where he was? Or is he, like, does he only have a specific location? So I suppose if that's the case, I suppose you're pretty free and easy to abuse that then, aren't you, really? You just don't die. Although it makes sense that if you've got through all of this on hardcore without dying, like, that's a pretty easy way to finish the game off. Or a pretty nice way to finish the game off, should I say. Not necessarily easy. You can make your dragon twice as big. I didn't think that worked, like, because it doesn't seem to... Oh, it does! Oh, okay. Oh, so that'll... Oh, okay, so... Oh, right, more casts is more length. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Cheers for pointing that out, Joe. That's cool. Learning new things every time. Follow you like the destroyer. Okay. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Corrite. Sneaky Corrite. Gonna be plenty of tombstones over there. So we can summon him and then teleport over here and get to our arena. Yeah, now you say it, I've noticed it very clearly is larger when you do the double summon. Surprised there isn't an achievement for getting, like, you know, your dragon to at least 12 feet long or whatever. I mean, he did not do a good job there killing that one. Don't worry, mate. I'll take care of it. Probably should have healed up with Nursey again, but we have missed it now. Yeah, I can imagine it's going to turn into a graveyard fairly soon. I mean, it generally only takes like 3 or 4, doesn't it? So there's definitely enough gravestones there now. Don't come after me, bro. I'm on the ground now. I had to just sort of run through him there and risk it. Did I take 468 damage? By a chlorophyte arrow? Yeah, I've seen that one, yeah. Achievement for 9 summons. But I just meant specifically, like... Because that's an item they know you will have the means to get by the end of the game. It's just strange that they haven't made anything about it. But just because it works so differently to the other summons is what I meant. I mean, there might be others that do that, and rather than have multiples, they have that. But I've never seen one that does that. Got to heal up again, but it's fine. Well, we are getting there now. Maybe another 1 or 2, depending on how I do this time round. Oh, he's ended up down the Swanee. No, we're not going to go after him. Alright, scumbags. Yeah, I see they're generally a lot angrier if you fly. $247 damage. It's a ridiculous amount. There's no need for that. Not on an enemy. I mean, we're nearly at it though. Oh, well, we've forgone the nurse. The nurse isn't really on the way. Maybe I should move her up near my room, but we have not done so. I can see the reason to have the Stardust cell though, because he is a bit airy-fairy, the dragon. Just sort of drifts around aimlessly, like that. Yeah, I'm glad to see performance is back to where it should be. No drop frames or anything like that. You never really know until you start with it again, but it must have been caused by that issue. Because we were playing Terraria, weren't we? It's not like it's a graphically intense game or anything. Or processor heavy. Want to get over to the matey boy. Oh, what the hell happened there? Okay, it was just the shield. Madness, madness. Oh well, we've got a few extra hits there. We've only got 20k health, so we'll get him next time. I'll go and see Mrs. There she is. Look. So then, because I was thinking, like, does the cultist come back then or something? Like, how would you end up proccing the Moonlord again if you only procced because of these? It seems like, to me, like it feels like they probably, the cultists come back, you kill the cultist again, kill the lunar pillars again, and then you get another Moonlord fight. But there might be another way of doing it for all I know. But I don't think that's too much to ask for if you want to fight the final boss again. And obviously the game doesn't just end, does it? Because, like, you can't make Zenith without killing the Moonlord, so it must let you carry on. Don't want those seeds. Don't chase my seeds. The crustiest come back, do they? I know you meant the cultists. Let's die again, yeah, cool. Sweet. So yeah, we might do it more than once. I mean, I don't really know what we stand to benefit from that, because like I say, I don't think there's a enchanted sword here, so there wouldn't be much in it for me otherwise. That's him down. Kill the last of these. Pending doom approaches. So am I better leaving now and then going to Mrs. Go on, heal me, Mrs. Thank you. And then we just hope for the best here, do we? Well, still says impending doom approaches. Oh, you can summon it with 20 of each fragment. Okay, fair enough. So, I suppose once you do it the second time, you sort of get 2 extra fights for free. Okay, my mind's going kind of funny there, so I'm taking it that he's spawning now. And the music's gone off. Yeah, it's going kind of wibbly wobbly, so. Oh, so it's his eye, is it? Oh, he's got his sucker parts in it. What are you doing, bro? Oh, right, both of those work. Okay, laser beam. Okay, he's wolfed me down. So what does that mean for us now? Yeah, it's actually pretty tricky, that. I do think I need holy arrows. So, am I in the position now where I have to do the Lunar Towers again or summon him? Because if so, that's a bit snide. Did I even pick up... Doesn't look like I picked up the things. Yeah, it was quite anticlimactic, Joe. Yeah, you are correct there. Bottled it. Absolutely bottled it. Where's Matey Boy? Oh, there he is. Yeah, I'll go back and get him now. Just make a little bit of holy action. Oh, picked up the icon. Still, we ain't got many horns though, do we? So meat grinder. Sweet. Stick this up here. There you go. Okay. Oh, did I? I see. Well, I need to make more potions now. So I'll make a couple of them. Yeah, I didn't really glean much from the mechanics there of actually what was going to be happening. Why do you keep opening that one? Okay, so that's that. I never bothered with the heart thing. Like, I probably should do that, but I've never bothered with the heart statue and wiring it in. I honestly don't really know what I'm doing wrong with the wires, but obviously something. I'll get my long dragon out way back. I've only got regular dragon. Yeah, I see what you mean now. The hitbox is very small. For a boss that size, I was expecting that you'd be able to hit him in other regions. Even if he had like 90% defense in those regions, it'd still be alright. So you'd get a bit of chip damage in. But alas, that is not the case. What actually do more base damage? 16, 28 chlorophyte or more. Makes sense. They're a more valuable resource, aren't they? So let's get rid of graves while we're here. Okay. So get rid of that tat. So, I think I've got 20 of each of them. We don't. We do not. We do not have enough of the Stardust because I made both without any need to. Very good. Very good. We'll just check with our mate. Not that I don't trust you, Joe, but it's just I'm trying to be optimistic here. Okay, 20, 20, 20, 20. Sweet. Well, looks like we're doing the lunar things again. What we're going to do is get ourselves into the hollow biome and get some more, what they called, unicorn horns. And that way we can make enough holy arrows to fight those lot. Then again, you know what? I'm just going to fight them with chlorophyte. Should be alright. Really could do with some more lenses as well for more archery, but we'll live. So there's me thinking we were like, oh yeah, easy job, we're going to get through it and, you know, possibly even end up playing something else. Nope. Now, as you mentioned there, though, I can teleport, so I should probably be running away and just getting the chip damage that I can, and then teleport back to my house. However, I probably need to knock a wall out just to get a quick exit, because it isn't a particularly quick way to get out. I'm not looking forward to doing that bloody bit again. What I'm going to do is just terraform that area. I'm so excited for the melee pillar. Cheers, Joe. Appreciate your faith, man. Well, what I'm going to do, I don't know if they'll appear in like a different order now, but I'm basically just going to like shoot through all this. Make it flatter and less annoying. I'm not going to go for perfectly flat, but just mainly flat. Yeah, asphalt, yeah. Good point. Yeah, I might go buy a load of asphalt and just build a sky bridge. Because I assume it'll fly up after anyway. Yeah, it seems like a good shout. Sorry for the sand digging simulator. We'll get back to it shortly. Is it the cactuses that are spiking me here? I don't even know if it was further along than this actually, but I think it was about here. So we'll crump this. The rest of them were in like okay areas, like nothing too bad, so hopefully the melee one's here again and now it's going to be easier. You know what? I don't even think it was. Oh no, it was. Yeah, it was. It was there. That's fine, because this is where the dungeon is. So, do I risk it without the potions? I know what I'm doing with this fight now. Like, I watched it back and thought, oh yeah, what a pleb. And we have got a dragon boy friend as well. That's not a dragon boyfriend. It's a dragon boy friend. There is a difference. So tank his hits, find the correct one, and just tank him. Tank him. Nice. Well, we made that look a lot easier. So now the lunar events are kicking off. So let's get rid of the stuff we don't need there. Okay, we've got a crimson key. Which I don't think is going to be of any use to us anymore, to be honest, but... Can get a few more holy arrows ready. Good stuff. Okay, I feel like 800 will be pretty good. So, where is Steampunker? What is her name? Fidelia. Wait, oh, she's down the bottom. Hey there, Fidelia. You got any asphalt for me? Steampunk man cock. So, what actually do I need off her? Yeah, I don't know what I actually need out of that. Is it like a Blend-O-Matic or a Steampunk boiler? I thought she just sold it, but never mind. Yeah, if you give me a shout as to what that pertains, I might give that a crack. So, let's just see. Are they in the same places? No, they're not. They're not. Okay, it's interesting. So, let's get these killed again then. And then at least we will have one summon. This was in this place last time though. I believe. Like, these enemies just seem way slower. They're way slower, they have no homing attacks, their range are pretty slow. Like, just really easy to dodge. And I can't understand why they've made the ranged dudes so much worse. Oh, it's a Blend-O-Matic. Okay, Joe, cheers, man. I'll take a look at that. Okay, I mean, I did take big damage there, like. Not to say we won't get killed, but definitely getting more work done. Yep. Silly, really. The potions would have made a big difference there, but I don't want to waste them. I think I'll pop a food. Might as well pop a food. We've got loads. It's like a collection of eyeballs. Just really want a piece. So we'll pop a food, and then we'll get a double dragon. Sweet. So yeah, I'll pick up a Blend-O-Matic after, and then we'll see what we need. I mean, presumably I need like stone and tar. I don't know. I don't even know what asphalt's made of, but I'm pretty sure there's tar involved. Yeah, the chlorophyte arrows are definitely worse, but they are better value for money. And the bows are quite often a lot better than the guns in terms of the effect they have. So I can understand it, but it is a shame, yeah. If the bows had, if the arrows had like straight up homing, they would be like undoubtedly just strictly better than things. It's like having the extra shots and stuff is pretty awesome. I am getting myself unnecessarily murked here, which isn't great, but... Oh, threaded the needle there nicely. Oh, it's dirt. Slime and mud. Oh, dirt. Okay, cool. That's fine then, we can arrange that. I didn't see there was one behind me, that was pretty bad. Oh, he clipped me there though. I thought I'd got the dodge, but obviously not. Oh, I thought I dodged into him there then. Tiny alien scumbags there. With no contact damage. That worked out for me nicely. Sweet. So that's that one dealt with. Oh, got a little dragoon coming in at me. Cool. So, do we go for the melee one now again? Don't like me odds. I think I've got a stockpile of slime somewhere, but I'm not sure where. We'll see though. Hopefully it doesn't need too much. And I think I've got a stack or two of mud and dirt, so we can definitely get something going. Yeah, that one got murked. Big time. Absolutely. Was that a fairy then? It's got to be on it. Big damage. Can't heal yet. Kind of trapped in and around this area actually. This ain't fair, broski. I mean, I ain't got any buffs for melee. I was kind of thinking, is it worth me doing the melee? But I don't think it is. So, off we pop again. So yeah, we should have 3 chances at the Moon Lord then as a result of this. I suppose I could always make the melee weapon, couldn't I? It's not gonna cause any issues anyway. I don't know what these monoliths do. It says they wield a small amount of power, but I don't know what that means. Solar eruption, daybreak. Like, is that a... Is that a mace? I don't really want a mace. Oh, and it was Vortex I'd run out of. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I'll still have enough anyway, so we'll make both. Seems pretty decent. It's actually a ranged weapon, isn't it, really? So we'll try that. Oh, it's like an extendo sword. I wish mine did that. Is that one? Yeah, weak solar eruption. Okay, well let's make that one stronger then. I've got the cash. Me demonic will do, won't it? It's not going to be the main weapon. It's just to see if it actually benefits me at all. Yeah, solar eruption seems fairly strong. Not to be confused with solar erection. The Moon Lord has one of those from time to time. Seems like a pretty solid melee choice though. Yeah, exploding him a little. And considering we've got no buffs to it whatsoever, it's pretty good. Admittedly, I mean, these enemies are pretty soft anyway, aren't they now? About 240 damage, that's pretty sick. Seems like it might even be decent for the Moon Lord, because you probably end up that close to him anyway. Saying that though, the spear thing seems pretty decent. It's basically just a short ranged weapon. Yeah, I mean, I can see why it might be good. I can see why it might be good if you built for it. But that's only to other people though, Joe, you know. Me and the Moon Lord, well, like that, I've seen it downstairs and it's properly messed up, mate. So I don't show it off. It's telling you it's absolutely mind-blowing. And this is damaged and all, so I'm going to have to buff this a bit. Just to give it a crack. Come on, just give me one of the good ones. Yeah, demonic's fine. I'm gonna try this out and we'll see. I mean, I feel like no matter what the situation is with it, I've not got double dragon, but that's okay. I feel like no matter what the situation is, this isn't going to be better than my bow because I'm geared for bows. But I think the dragon carried me there. Them there dragon carriers. So we'll try this one out and we'll see. No, I did release the bottom half back to him. He was very particular about that. It was only on a loan basis. It wasn't for permanent usage. So I did since return it, but we still, you know, we send each other Christmas cards and stuff. It's, you know, still pretty tight. So I'm kind of a bit, I've taken it a bit personally, really, that he's come there to attack me and not made it an easier altercation for me. But I suppose he's, you know, he's got appearances to keep. I mean, This seems like a mildly better choice, but I don't know. I don't know if it really is in the grand scheme of things. It's probably better for my playstyle, but better overall is different. It's just the fact that they're like constantly coming at you. I kept thinking like they were developing lances, but it's not. It's the spear that I'm throwing at them. Yeah, I mean, it's not to say that they're bad as a whole, but it's not particularly good. So I am going to stick up a banner now for them. Because I think that's... I don't think we need those ones. Where did it go there? I definitely just got a banner. Or maybe it died after I died, so I didn't get the banner, in which case that's absolute treachery. It does look like that was what occurred, so we'll just deal. So we'll go back to use the bow. Well, it's a good job we've got till 3, because it's almost certainly going to take me that long. I wouldn't mind seeing a few more unicorns, if that could be arranged. Thank you, unicorn. Ah, that's the thing that lets you have a unicorn in it. I need to keep hold of that because there's definitely an achievement for that. It's like ride a unicorn while something. Fire a rainbow gun while riding a unicorn. I don't know what the rainbow gun is though. I don't know how I get that. So there you go. I say, I'm probably not going to go through all of them, but I will get the ones I can. Them there face monster not stand a chance, though. Well, it's all downhill from here anyway, and once we've done this one, the other two are a lot easier. And is it because I'm using a ranged weapon, they all just like go absolutely off the hook, or what? Admittedly, if I can keep most of them over that side... Oh, okay, they can charge through stuff, never mind. I was going to say, if I can keep them all over that side, we're alright, but it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. That doesn't seem like I can attack it. Don't even know what hit me there. Chopped up by a chlorophyte arrow. Like, did they fire chlorophyte arrows then, or what? Because, oh yeah, well... Selenium. I was saying, like, it sort of looks like they've got a bow, but maybe it's dual swords. So let's make some more holy as well. We're here. Can't, because we haven't got enough in stock. I'll do it for now. Well, still a long way to go on that one, it feels. But I'll get this one sorted, get the one that's closest on the left sorted, and then I'll build the asphalt. And then hopefully we can win. Issue is, like, there's so long between each instance. Like, obviously I'll get three attempts now moving forward, but like, because I only got one go at it, I don't really know what I should have learned from that too well. Killing the witch doctor here. No need for that, boys. What? I thought that was, like, going off this direction. Absolute robbery there. Well, we're halfway through. We're doing better than last time, anyway. Just. I think we took about 10 attempts last time. We've only had 2 or 3 at that, haven't we now? Right, I'm just going to nip away 2 minutes. I'll be right back. We are back. We've got a bug infestation, man. That's unfortunate to hear, but yeah, you get that sorted, man. Do what you need to do. Appreciate you hanging around, bro. So do not worry about that. You don't owe me a thing at all. But of course, I welcome you chatting, if you want to at any stage. But yeah, best of luck with that. As far as it goes, I don't know much of Australia, but I do know they got bugs, so rather you than me, I'm afraid. Hopefully none of the particularly nasty ones that can, you know, fatally injure people. But they're just like, oh yeah, it's just a spider, or whatever. Despite the fact that if it bit you, your arm would drop off. Not got me Dragoon, let's get him involved. Bit of gel, that'll do for roads. I didn't need that HP, but might as well take it. Bit more gel for the lads, very good. Oh, it's the tail. It's the tail issue. Well, we've got a banner there, so I'm going to put that up. Not ideal to take the hit there, but we're alright. Just keep the fire going everywhere and hopefully it'll hit someone. Oh, right. When they're in that mode, they deflect. That's why it was killing me. A bit like the mimics. I get it now. It's unfortunate because my rate of fire does involve that happening a lot. Not much I could do about that. Got a scroll about that. We'll put them up in the Witch Doctor's house, actually. I'm not even near the banner right now. I took a hit there. Ah, and he was deflecting him. Scumbag. We're getting there, though. If we can do the same again next time, we're laughing. Plenty of grave markers, though. So, what we got? Scroller, Corite, Drachmire, Face Monster we don't need, and that we don't need. It's a rainbow gun from the... I'm just going to quickly look it up. Just while we can. Right, you need the hallowed key. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, we can't do anything about that imminently, so we'll not worry about it. Witch Doctor's back from the dead. Good for her. Get that heal going. Yeah, sit down. Whole colony chilling up there. Fair enough, man. I take it you mean like maybe like ants or something. But yeah, hopefully nothing dangerous, man. But I mean, I was gonna say it's the time of year for it, but I suppose that's not really the case on the other hemisphere of the world. Possibly is, I don't know. I mean, it could be unbearably hot the rest of the time where you are. The temperatures and whatnot vary wildly over there with the size of the country. But at the minimum, on average, I'm sure it's hotter there than here anyway. No, big whale. Didn't get much there. A little bit more. Well. Tell you what, let's get the asphalt situation going. Let's see what we do with it. Where is it? Blendermatic. Can go there. Just try dirt first. Asphalt. So it's stone and gel. I was right, man. It's stone. I mean, it was only a guess, like, but I was correct. And then with that, do I make asphalt platforms or... No, it's just a brick, isn't it? Okay, that's fine. So I'll try and put those up somewhere if I can, those banners. Issue being next time round, they're probably not going to spawn there though. Well, our odds of finding a Hallow Key are pretty low, so I don't think we're going to be getting the Unicorn Achieve. But if we see it, I'll go and pick it up. Or if we get a key, I'll go and pick it up. Nearly that. Yeah, we don't need the health, just leave it. Let's move on. I managed to stick myself on the end of his spear there. Let's just try and get some of these up. I'll just put them here while I can. There we go. Better than not having them. Good work, my dragon. Dead now. Well, the shield's down now at least. There we go, that's that dead. No, don't kill me, please. I don't have to run all the way back here for no real reason. Oh, he nearly got me. Cool. So we'll take out one more and then we'll laugh in. There's my nurse friend. Give me your powers. 25 gold, man. She must be loaded after all this. And I wouldn't mind, but she heals everybody else for free. I think I'm being swindled. I'm fronting all the other people's healing. Now, this one I think is the second most difficult, but it should be alright here. Okay, he's quick. Stop chasing me out. It's those teleporting ones that are the real scumbags of the equation. I just let my mate take care of them, and that'll be alright. Nice. Running low on health now, though. Alright. Very good, very good. Well, I say very good, it wasn't really, but... And then what I'll probably do is just build the asphalt up from this and along. And then hopefully that'll be sufficient, but that remains to be seen. Just get a regular dragon, we don't need a double dragon. Happy with that. Oh, it's been... okay. Fortunately, the last one isn't going to be too difficult to take out anyway. Can't imagine doing this on hardcore, though. Absolutely mental. So I'll need a ton of campfires and hearts in a jar as well, presumably. Attack damage, I did not intend to take that. They're better ranged attacks than the ranged specific enemies have. Granted, I suppose magic is ranged for the most part as well, so makes sense. Yeah, I might just build it off of my lower level platform and then just go from there. Teleport exactly where I wanted to go. Well, another go, I suppose. Granted, I mean, we were using potions previously. Arguably a waste, but they probably do make a difference here. As does that, probably. Let's go. Oh, somebody's throwing a party. That's good. This one's pretty much down now. Ah, scumbag. I've got no bugs for it. Gutted, man. Yeah, because it's late there now, innit, for yourself, so I don't imagine... Well, unless you've got any sort of like 24-hour garages or anything that have got the spray you require. Unlucky, brah. Hopefully you should be able to sort that tomorrow, though. But yeah, probably not ideal to sleep in the room with them then. Especially not if you've been antagonising them. I can only imagine they'd be plotting against you at this stage. Take those clowns off and then finish off the tower. Bit of nebulation. Okay, so now we need to build. So let's grab those. Doesn't seem to want to auto-place blocks with this. What the hell was that attacking me? What are we talking here? At first when you say colony, I was thinking maybe ants, but now you say swarm, I'm guessing wasps or bees or something. Yeah, you don't want to be getting yourself stung a ton in the night, mate. Definitely not a good way to spend an evening. And the thought of like insect stings and that just really like gets to me. Just the thought of them putting something in you. I haven't got any issue with needles or anything like that, but you know, an insect sting isn't a needle, is it? It's sticking out of its backside. It doesn't sit well with me. So hopefully this is a sufficiently long enough piece of asphalt to do the job. Get some double yellow lines down as well, just so nobody parks up here. Don't want them obstructing me. Ah, flying ants. Okay, fair enough. Well, at least they're not... Oh, well, I mean, for all I know, the Australian flying ants could be horrendous, but I assume they're not stingy, which is at least a blessing in some way. But presumably they can still bite and, you know, otherwise irritate you, so... Yeah, I feel for you, man. It's not ideal at all. Okay, let's get back, get some heart in jar actions. So we haven't got any chains at the moment, unfortunately. Sweet. And can I make any... I haven't got any wood. It's not ideal, is it? Let's go and get some wood. So we get the wood, we can make the camps, then we can take out the last tower and then head for the asphalt, and then we're laughing. Hopefully. We've got a few tries at it anyway, even if we don't do it first time, so... we've got... Well, we're 4 of 4. I think it's the summoner one. So it's a fairly easy one to finish on there now. Hey there, Shivraj. Nice to see you, my friend. Streaming a little bit early today. Don't know if I caught you off guard with that, but thank you very much for being here nonetheless. Sincerely appreciate that. I don't know how many things I need actually for the campfire. We'll take these. It's fine. I've deforested a lot of the world here without planting any back, so probably should do that at some stage. Oh, another little apple. Very nice. So, let's get rid of meteor head banner. It's not going to be doing anything for us. Why not? We'll just eat that. 21 should be more than enough. So, I think just for the time being, I'm gonna knock my wall down. Just cause. So, let's get the campfires out first. I think it was... Oh yeah, it does make it a lot quicker, doesn't it? I think it was the summon... sorry, the ranged one at first. Yeah, it's hella faster. I know I don't need these so close together, but I'm just making sure there's no area that I'm not covered in. Sweet. Yeah, I'll just bin them. Why not? They're not really worth much to me. And then we'll put a heart lantern under each one. Bang those down. Sweet. We're not going to bin the heart lanterns because they are, of course, worth keeping. Let's put them in my... Oh, right. My bed no longer counts, does it? Fine. That was not the intention. Well, it'd work if it'd work still if I take this wall out, wouldn't it? Yeah, it does. That's quicker anyway. We'll do that. Cool. So off to the final pillar, and we've got 800 arrows there and a full stack of holy, so we'll accept that. We have got enough now to do the resummoning already anyway. I'm just gonna get rid of those. Yeah, whatever. Probably shouldn't get rid of those though. Got another unicorn horn. Leave it at that. Cool, so we'll bash out the summoner pillar and then we'll see where we go. And that's just a regular butterfly in it. The bugs have disappeared. That's alarming because they may be planning to launch an attack. Or you might have just sort of scared them back into whatever recess they may have managed to call their home. As far as it goes though, if it is ant related, you can get them little traps where they like... It's like it's filled with sugar water or something, but it's like poison sugar water. And they like take it back to the queen and what have you and feed the queen the poison. Because we had some ants in the backyard the other day and banged a couple of them down, now they're gone. So it obviously did the job. So you may wish to try one of those out rather than spraying everything with an enclosed space. Oh yeah, no, this is the ranged one. Yeah, you're right. It was the summoner one we've done first. You're right. And that's further emphasised by the fact that it was the summoner one we didn't have enough of, and now we've got enough of all of them, so... Alright, you can keep the lightning to yourself, mate. We're not interested. We're not buying any of it. This area is a lot easier to deal with now it's flat though. Clipped there by an alien hornet. Yeah, probably going to struggle to get the powder on the ceiling there, Joe. But I mean, if you get them where they're coming from, maybe that'll be sufficient. But hey, I am not a leading expert on the subject, so I shan't really comment any further. But yeah, hopefully you can get it sorted, man. Let's get that there. Yeah, I kind of wish I'd bothered with the asphalt earlier on, but we haven't, so it is what it is. Don't think we need more acorns or cactus or that or those. Okay, got a little island that we'd otherwise unexplored. It's got the fledgling wings. Nothing else we really want, we're leaving. So that must have been where I got the fledgling wings from, like, in a previous run. Because I couldn't remember where I actually got them from. I know they're not very good, like, but they're better than nothing. Because they stop you taking fall damage at the very least, but... not go silly, not get ourselves hurt. Avoid the lightning. There's a banner. It's only really the melee ones that we want the banners for anyway, really. Chewing through him. I shouldn't have taken that contact damage though. I'll say that much. Ignore that. Ignore that. Oh. I was just about to heal. Never mind. yeah, probably the cockroach shot's probably not going to help with ants now. But at least you're prepared should should any other invaders occur. I don't suppose you've got any alien hornet traps to assist me with this. Bang another heal. Where are we on the healing potions? Okay, we've still got basically a full stack. It's fine then. Cheers, man. We're not quite at it yet. We've just got to finish off this tower, but we will be doing it very soon, hopefully. So I'm thinking, like, at least I can run to the end and teleport back. But there isn't actually that much asphalt. Like, because it speeds you up, we're running out of it pretty quickly. Yeah, the dragon can have you, mate. Tower. Party time's over. Allegedly. But is party time ever truly over? That is the question. So let's get back. Up through the roof. Get ourselves over here. Pop me buffs. Get me holy arrows on. And away we go. So hopefully this time we've got a better chance of it. It is night time though, sadly, so... Oh, Dryad's been slain. Don't know by what. Yeah, we've made the asphalt now, so we're laughing in that regard. Spore zombie banner. Just put it up, might as well. Come on, Moon Lord. We know you're coming. Alright. Whoa, it's tentacle. It's tentacle. No, 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 no. Come on. Come on, that's not on. Oh no, he teleports right after you though. He don't follow you, he teleports. That's not on. It's not what we wanted at all. Well, we've nearly taken out this hand, so maybe we should focus on that. Oh, brilliant. And now it follows me, does it? Wow, his death laser beam is pretty strong. Yeah, teleporting back's not a great idea. And realistically, targeting just one of them doesn't seem like a good idea either. Oh, well, let's make the things we can. Got two uses. What is it? We've run out of nebulas. Alright, well, we're unlikely to get them all to the same threshold anyway, so... Let's bang that. Is it the same? Like, does it give me that chance as well? Seems like it. Oh, this is rough, though. Really rough. There's me thinking, it'll probably be easier than other ones we've caught. But it's not. It's not at all. Yeah, if the hitbox wasn't tiny, it would be an easy fight, I think, just because of the size of him, but that is what makes it significantly more difficult. And teleporting away doesn't seem a good idea in terms of where I'll be spawning anyway. Maybe focus the top 5. Okay, I'll do that. I'll try anyway. Oh, why is there one of them things spawning? What are you spawning when I'm trying to fight the Moon Lord for, you cheater? He's going to be ending it now, isn't he, surely? What do I do about that? What can I even do about that? Do I just have to tank that? Yeah, I can't dodge through it either, so I have no idea what I'm supposed to do about the death laser beam. I've no idea what I'm supposed to do here, man. It's ridiculous. I don't feel like I've got enough damage. Which is absurd, because I've got about as much damage as it's possible to have, I think. I don't know whether it's worth trying Tsunami. I know you mentioned, like, you rate it, so... Give Tsunami a try. And can we make any more? Yeah. You need to stay near the top ice. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It makes sense. Just loop around. Buff, 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 buff. Last try. Before we've got to do it all again. I can't imagine how you even play this on mobile or like on console. Like, I mean, maybe console a bit easier, but like, I can't imagine how you would control this on mobile and manage to kill that, unless it's loads easier. I can't imagine it's that much easier if it is. No, of course we don't want them. And that's not good. I didn't mean to take that hit. Here it is, and we're not going full health. Come on. Come on, that's cheating then. Mobile gives you auto aim and auto fire. That's ridiculous. Plays the game for you then, basically. Nah, I mean, each to their own. So yeah, that's absolutely wrecked me. I did start with less than full health there, but yeah, I've got to do it all again now. I do think I prefer the other bow. So I'll carry on with that. But yeah, from here, I'm gonna have to do the lunar events again, which isn't really ideal. I haven't got any money, have I? No. What is my money situation looking like? Have I spent up yet, or are we alright? Yeah, I still got 10 platinum, that's okay. I don't think we're going to need much more money now. So, yeah, just in case of doing that. I'm going to have to nip to Lou, though. Oh, it's heartbreaking that it's so difficult. But we'll give it another go. can see the call for the various pylons and stuff now. Oh, right, okay, so console auto-targets, auto-aims as well. That's pretty cheap. Oh, sorry about that. Got my setting all tangled up around the chair. Sweet. Oh, knocked my mic. There we go. So, let's kill the cultist again then. It's a shame you can't get the next armor till you've killed him. It'd be nice to have a new set to fight the Moon Lord, but that appears to just be the way it is. We'll leave those gravestones, can't be bothered with them. We'll put the chlorophyte back on for this fight. I'm not sure if chlorophyte's better, because I feel like they're unlikely to bounce back at the eyeballs. I mean, maybe they aim at the eyeballs, but maybe they don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it sounds a hell of a lot easier on console and mobile. Let's just fly, shall we? Here the boys are. Yeah, come on, Cult Man. We know your games. Me with your lightning, son of him. Alright, maybe it will. Yeah, I can tank you. I can tank your ice. Not the lightning though, that goes more. Oh, wrong one, wrong one. He's gonna get the dragon. Might actually die to him here. Yeah, I'm probably gonna. No, 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 please. Yep, flew into it. What an idiot. If I hadn't let him summon the dragon, I might have been alright, but it was just, yeah, just killed the other one by accident. Shouldn't be getting killed by that dude though. Not when I have a mighty dragon of my own to be contested. So let's give him another bash. I mean, the title of the stream was a bit optimistic then, wasn't it? Let's finish Terraria. I really didn't expect him to be that hard. Kind of part of me thought they would just chuck in the Moon Lord as like, oh yeah, this is like a gimme fight, like, because everything up to it's hard, or not that hard, but hard enough. I thought maybe they'd be like, yeah, just, you know, it's just a big dude, just shoot him and, then, you know, you win. Turns out not the case. I mean, I definitely would have killed him if I'd have potioned up, but I ain't got that many lenses left, and I don't want to spend them unnecessarily on this. Oh, I've got to wait till the next day, Anna. Oh, that's annoying. it's first thing. So, gotta wait a full day. While it's doing that, I'm just gonna go and grab a drink. We are back. Moonlord is easier than King Slime. Yeah, good one. I wish. I mean, I suppose depending what your comparison is, if it's like Moonlord with Zenith is easier than King Slime with a copper short sword, then that's probably true. That's 12 hours to go. Yeah, I don't really think there's out else to be done other than get good, really. I mean, I don't think I've killed any of the bosses first time, have I? So I think I just need to get used to its pattern and crack it. But the issue is we don't get that many goes in a row to be able to do that. Counting down the minutes till we can take on the cultist once again. I was thinking because it's a month till I get my new rig, and obviously I can't play much high end really on this and stream it. I was thinking, oh, maybe we could if I speedrun it, maybe we could, well, not actually speedrun it, but if I just power through it, maybe we could get another run done and do a magic run. Looking at this, I don't want to. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there are people that have beat you with a copper short sword, because there are nutters out there that are just like, yeah, I'm willing to grind until I'm good enough. I will go and get that lens though. Might as well while it's there. But my point is, I'm evidently not as good as they are at this, so yeah. But I will concede that yes, at least I have got a weapon that is, in theory, capable of doing so. Get rid of that one, I don't think we need it. Cool. Now we sleep again. I mean, granted, there are people that can complete all, well, maybe not all bosses, but like all hard mode bosses or something or maybe even all bosses. Maybe they just do the easy ones at the end. But yeah, complete all bosses in like a couple of hours. Granted, I think that involves some sort of duping and stuff like that, but you know, they still kill all the bosses in that time. So, you know, evidently it's entirely possible to do them all first try, but I'd wager that involves a significant amount of practice, which is fair to say I've had against quite a few of the other bosses, but not with the Moon Lord. I imagine you probably want to dupe a ton of the items and then just fight him over and over and over until you know that that isn't going to kill your run. And then you probably begin. But alas, that is not the position I'm in. I can see now why you might want the teleporter things. And like maybe if we do ever play it again, I'll probably try and arrange the teleporters so that we definitely can. Because I imagine it really only involves making it so that you've got a set of 3 houses in every biome, and then you move in the merchant, the guide, and the nurse, I think. 130 for every boss, yeah. But again, though, granted, I'm pretty sure that both of those involve a significant amount of duping, which, you know, it doesn't take away from the fact that they're doing it in that time, but I always find, like, it's a bit more impressive if they can do it in, like, in a whatever time without cheating. But again, you know, the runs have their own rules, and if the rules don't stipulate you can't dupe, then fair play. But I quite enjoy speedruns, and I do prefer them when they're glitchless, but, you know, certain things, you know, they're, you know, half the time or less if you're duping or glitching or whatever, so I can understand why people do it. It's just like, getting good at duping doesn't feel quite as good as getting good at the game, in my opinion. Hopefully it's going to I think it's that one. No, it wasn't. Well, we might have buggered it up again there. I managed it that time. Better late than never. So did I not get? Oh, right, it's there. I said, did I not get another manipulator? So that's that. Let's make some more holies. Just keep them in reserve. Yeah, well, my personal best is Virgin on like 60 hours at this point, I think. And that's if you only count this one run. Because obviously there's been more than one. So, yeah. Fair enough. I say, I mean, I don't think it's particularly bad. It's just, for me, I find it more appealing when there's no duping or glitching. With certain exceptions, like, I do think the Dark Souls 1 run with the glitches is fair enough. I mean, they are pretty significant, but it doesn't take away from the boss fight themselves, other than Capra Demon, which it absolutely kills his AI, but I like to say, like, a Bloodborne run, like, completely ruins the AI of a boss that is otherwise not a walkover. Capra Demon's pretty easy anyway, but yeah, I mean, like, that's another thing. Like, when a rig comes, we can actually do Dark Souls 3 Cinders mod, which is good, because I really wanted to play that last time, but obviously couldn't because it just tanked frames. Well, we'll get another couple of goes. We'll go till 3. It's not quite 4 hours, but at least I've made some time back from last week, so I appreciate you guys hanging around. But we'll go till 3 today. So I should get another go at the Moon Lords if I don't keep just getting hit by these hounds. Yeah, that was silly. Stood right in front of the shotgun. Fair enough. Well, I mean, at least you had fun while you were doing it, and it's one of those, isn't it? Once you get to the point where it's a chore, like, what's the point? You might as well do something else you're enjoying. It does get to the point though, like where, like, you're getting stronger, you're getting stronger, you're unlocking new stuff, getting stronger, and then at a certain point, it's just like, oh right, well I use this spell and those things die, and if they don't, I use it again. And at that point, it's a bit boring. I don't even know where the pylon actually is, or the tower. Whatever it is. There he is. I think we'd rather be out of the blizzard, if I'm honest. Oh, lightning. I mean, the one thing, like, if I don't manage it on this stream, like, the one thing that I could do is, like, actually go about the fishing and make, make a bit of headway with endurance potions, and then at least we stand a better chance moving forwards. I mean, it's good that this isn't the melee one. At least there's a chance that it's in the position we want it to be. With all the banners. What is responsible for the lightning, whether it's just something that happens because of the tower, or whether one of the enemy types specifically is doing it, and whether focusing them down is a better idea. Like, it could be those ones. Stay back, shoddy man. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people would disagree with you saying Dark Souls is just straight up a fair game, but yeah, I mean, once you know what you're doing and stamina management and whatnot, like it's pretty straightforward from there. But if you were to go into it, I mean, I remember doing so. Like, if you go into it blind and just think, right, okay, yeah, like any other RPG, we'll head this way, fight some monsters, get stronger. If you pick the wrong direction, you are scuppered immediately. So, in that regard, can be pretty difficult. But once you figure out the right way to go, it's not so bad. So, let's just check the map. Oh, it is in the right place. Really nice. Yeah, cool. So we don't have to worry about that at least. We've got the banners. So we'll take out this other one. Is this Nebula? I don't know. We'll just see when we get there. I didn't look which one Nebula was, but I think it's on the other side. So we've got the 2 easier ones this side, the 2 harder ones over to the right. quite understand what you mean there. You can beat every boss with the equipment you have instead of what gear you have. I don't quite know what you mean. But I understand like the first part of that point. Like, yeah, you can kill them with anything really. It's just a case of not dying. Like, you know, people do ladle runs and stuff, don't they? So, or solo level 1 ladle runs, which is fair enough. But I can't imagine it's the most entertaining thing to do unless you really, you know, you really love challenging yourself. It's not my bag, but you never know. Maybe for some sort of milestone or whatever, I'd do something like that. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't actually own Remastered on. Well, I don't own it on the PC at all, so it's not like I could play through all 3 of them on here. But I could always grab it if need be. But I've got 2nd and 3rd on here, and well, I haven't got a capture card yet, but I will get one in the future, so we can always do Bloodborne at some point in the future. But I mean, they're not the primary reason for getting a new rig anyway. They might just be something we do. But I will be doing a video in the future about something that I am pretty excited for, but it's not out yet, so nothing imminent. Might have mid-next year, to be fair, but with the way things are now, you can't fault anybody for delaying stuff to make sure it's correct. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you don't need to. But again, if you do, it makes things a hell of a lot easier. Like, if you make a build in the right way, you can, you know, 4-shot bosses rather than 400-shot them. But yeah, of course, you don't have to min-max to be able to. I mean, I suppose that's true for this. I can't imagine what the... Oh, right, well, I weren't even looking at the screen then. I can't imagine what the Moonlord fight would be like with a copper short sword. Like, that must be ridiculous. How do you not die? Like, I can only imagine the playing that in Journey. Which, again, doesn't count, in my opinion. Like, not in comparison to this. Like, it's fair enough. Like, you can say, yeah, you've completed it, that's true. But, like, when comparing it to the struggle I'm facing on Expert, I don't think it's a fair comparison. Oh yeah. Once you know what you're doing, man, you get through it loads quicker. Because the other side of the coin as well is like, you know exclusively what item you want to go and pick up and what you're going to use up till that point. So it's just a case of like, oh well, I don't need to go that way, just this way, and then come back and kill the bosses. So yeah, it certainly does take it down exponentially. But that is something I'm interested in looking at. Like, I've never really gone out of my way to speedrun anything, specifically because, as I say, majority of rules allow glitches and stuff like that, and they can be as infuriating to learn and get right and consistently do as, you know, fighting the bosses or whatever. So I'm never really bothered, but I do know a lot of the ones that I would need to learn for certain games like that. Yeah, I haven't fully read that message, but I know you're saying like Terraria is similar, and like I do totally agree. Like, this run was a lot quicker to get to the point where I was feeling, you know, good about the run compared to last time. Once you beat it, the next game's easier. Yeah, I mean, obviously we didn't beat it last time, but getting back to the hard mode dungeon section was way quicker. Granted, I did do a bit of mining and that off screen that, you know, wouldn't count, but obviously you wouldn't have to do that. It was just my preference. And digging that pit to the center of the universe took ages with a pickaxe. Obviously, if you wait till you get a drill for that, it'd probably be a lot quicker. And I made huge arenas that involved a hell of a lot of digging that you probably do not need to do, but I just prefer to. So there's that, you know, so there's the argument that they're, oh, okay, I've never seen a ice golem before. Note, we've got a frost core. Shame the frost armor is of absolutely no use to us anymore. It's good to know. I actually thought frost golems would be a hell of a lot bigger than that, but fair enough. I suppose the sand elementals are only about that big anyway, aren't they? So. Well, I do reckon I can get one more go in at the thingy. Moonlord, so hopefully it's the one, but I'm not feeling confident. So, like, if I take out his big eye first, his main facial eye, does that mean he can't shoot his death ray? Big mans. Yeah, Nebula's pretty cheeky as well. Fair enough. I mean, I suppose it makes sense. Yeah, I take it you mean Eye of Cthulhu, yeah? Or do you mean, what's its face? The hard mode one. The twins. I take it you mean Eye of Cthulhu, because like there's a lot of initial setup in there, like finding odd bits of gear and finding platinum and all that. Like I can understand you'd be able to get that in 2 hours, but it could obviously take you a lot more than that. So I take it it's the Eye of Cthulhu you mean. But obviously, you know, you can do without that if you just, you know, cheese it. Like, I haven't watched a full speed run of Terraria, but I had a little look ages ago just to see, because I was like, well, I've been playing it for like 10 hours and I'm nowhere, so how are these guys doing it? And it seems like they just like dynamite the heck out of stuff. Like they don't actually fight it. They just, I mean, maybe they do for the later bosses. Like I don't know, but again, it might be a case of yeah, you can build yourself a room, he can't shoot through it, and you just drop dynamite on him and he dies. Probably heal up there. And if that's the case, fair enough. But scumbags. If that's the case, fair enough. But it's not quite the same as actually just trying to fight him, is it? Quite like that tune though. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Double dragon. I don't know if I'm better just making more asphalt and making it longer, but because I end up having to double back through him. But the other side of the coin is, as you say, it's probably beneficial to stay close to him. I was going to say, Wolf. I was like, have I missed something? Is Wolf a thing? So yeah, an hour and a half for Skeletron, and then about 3 hours just looking for the Hermes boots. Yeah, I had that issue. Ended up with June Striders in the end, which was pretty fortunate on this run. But I don't think I've ever had any of the lava ones, or maybe I did in the previous run, but I never used them. But I know they combine if you get all the right items, but it's quite a few of them. 127 on a ranged attack on an enemy that teleports is pretty ridiculous. And it seems to teleport when you hit it as well. Well. Back again. I wouldn't mind though, but I don't even think we got close on the moon lord at all. I mean, we killed one of his eyes, didn't we? That first time. I do think I'm probably better with this weapon than the tsunami. Just because if you massively miss with tsunami, then it's a it's a big waste. Whereas at least this one of them might veer off. But the flip side then, Joe. I can't remember which it is of the two, but I'm pretty sure, as you mentioned, it's either mobile or console that you play on. And if that's the case, then I'm going to call bullshit and say, not call bullshit and say you can't do it in that time, but just say that isn't comparable to doing it on PC, just because it doesn't aim for you. And I think that is a pretty significant advantage. I mean, I get it on mobile. It'd be really, really hard if you had to have, like, one thing the way you were aiming, like you do with the mouse. Alright, scumbags. Obviously, you're going to kill me again. We understand. We know that that's what you're about. Ooh, got some HP there, though. Oh, well, I missed the other one. Okay, well, alright. Okay, they're chasing me now, though. Just get a pray and spray going on. I will read that in a second, Joe. Yeah, I knew I was going to get killed. Tough game I played is Celeste. A tight platforming, Hollow Knight, with tight hits and dodging. Yeah, I've heard of Hollow. Well, I know what Hollow Knight is, but I've never played it. But again, I mean, the speed runs of that make that look real easy. Obviously, it probably isn't. I've no idea what Celeste is, though. Sounds like a graphic novel game, or not so much a graphic novel, but you know, one of those sort of reading type games. But I imagine that probably isn't the case, given you mentioned there that it's tough. But I've never heard of that one. Oh, yeah, it doesn't have auto aim with the Daedalus Stormbow, but I mean, that has things to compensate, doesn't it? Really, in that it I think triples your shots, and they fall down in a spread. So I'll give you that. But then what does that do then? What is that aiming at then? Does that just aim at the character, or? Because again, like although it only very loosely aims, it does aim at the mouse here. So if it was an analog stick, say, I wonder if it auto. Can you even play this with controller if the controller's plugged in? I don't know. But I was just wondering there. Would it auto aim if you were playing controller on the PC version? Like, would it treat it as if it's basically console? But I don't think it does, because it is considered an entirely different version. So it probably does work differently. And I don't even know if plugging a controller in does anything. We're just going to avoid those clowns. Okay, let's hit number one. What a scumbag. Aims at cursor. I didn't realise you had a cursor in the console version then. Or is that what you mean by the way you're looking? So like, is it like controlled with the analog stick, but you could like can only move it in a region, or can you end up like up off the screen? Because that would make it harder actually. I mean, don't get me wrong, mate. I'm not diminishing it at all. I'm just trying to make myself feel better because I'm failing. That's all, mate. Don't take it as a slight on you. Because I am the pleb failing to beat this particular tower, so. And I suppose I'm probably just gel, because it'd be pretty nice if I could have an auto aim. But saying that, if I then still failed to do it, I would quite rightly be a laughing stock. So perhaps it's better that it's manual and I can just blame that rather than my own ineptitude. Sick of running through this blizzard though. Come on, Nebulous. This time we've got you. If I'd have known we were going to be reliant on these items, I wouldn't have bothered crafting stuff out of them. Tower's down. Okay, we've dismantled him. Please don't kill me though. Oh, I knew it just as I pressed heal. Just as I pressed heal. Got overwhelmed with pain, apparently. Well, next two should be a lot easier than that. Let's at least go and pick up the resource, and then we can crack on. We might even get to, like, utilize all of the items I pick up here. Ah, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, it seems a bit snide if it can, like, end up, say, like, way up there. Forgetting that will cut off at that point. But yeah, like if it ends up like way over, then I suppose that can be quite a nightmare. Yeah, I don't really like. I mean, I used to play a lot more on console than I do now. I don't really like ports that like treat the right stick as if it's a mouse cursor, because that just isn't the same at all. So fair play to you. And I get it, you know, mouse does give you more freedom and in theory more precision if you're pretty good, but that again comes back to prerequisite skill. You can stay back, Sonny Jim. We've already killed the tower, you don't need to be coming in here spawning your madness again. We're out. So yeah, the fact that he does an immediate teleport after you makes teleporting incredibly dangerous, given where my bed is. I could always knock that wall down and put a door there just for now, so I can just get straight out, but it still seems pretty risky. Oh, so the pink shots are actually it damaging the shield. I've been trying to dodge them where possible, and then noticed it wasn't dealing damage to me when it went through me. Fair enough. Yeah, I can't fault you there. And at the end of the day, like, they know the game they were going, they were attempting to make, and they know that they want to make it at a certain difficulty level, so I'm sure they'll have done everything they can to make sure it evens out as best as possible. But, of course, a mobile version I completely understand being easier. Firstly, it's aimed a little bit differently in it, like perhaps more at younger people, and obviously without the controller it's incredibly difficult to control. So I can understand that being deliberately easier. Damage didn't, or maybe it did. It didn't look like I was hitting that orb then, but maybe I was. Or rather, it didn't look like I was doing damage when I was hitting it, but maybe I wasn't hitting it. We're getting through this one, alright. I'd say this one is probably the easiest. Okay, well, we went straight through the worm there. Seems like they don't need to obey the laws of physics in any way, they can just infinite. And we got hit. Well, I'm a bit disappointed to have got killed on that one, but it's happened now. Just take the regular dragon. No need to double down. What does happiness actually do? Is it movement speed? Might be worth planting a few sunflowers elsewhere just to provide that, but the asphalt probably is enough up there, so maybe we won't. What? Landed right on him. No. Miara's doing a little bit for me there. Flow Invader. Star Cell. Oh, his rockets sort of hover around him like little squiddlies. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I appreciate, they've patched the PC version a bit more. I can only imagine it's probably easier for them to do, in terms of like distribution and stuff. Like, I don't know what goes into distributing a game via Xbox, say, but and presumably it's on multiple consoles. So there's that. Like, if they do it for one, they'll probably have to do it for all of them. Or if they do it for one, they'd probably prefer to do it for all of them. Why did it hit me then? Well, the tower's down at least. I can't believe I got killed on that one. Really shouldn't have happened there. It's just gravestones everywhere now. But if I hadn't already decided, which I hadn't, but I think once we've killed the Moon Lord, that's it. Like, it is getting a bit tedious doing this now, and I can't imagine I'm going to be doing it just this once more. I'd have thought it will probably be another few times. So that will probably be the end of it. Got a mushroom. Oh, brilliant. This is a bit of HP here, though. Oh, I couldn't see it then. It, like, blended in. I was like, I know it was around here somewhere. Okay. I wish, well, again, I can understand why it isn't the case, but it'd be nice if you got an increased amount each time. So it wasn't like a case of just banging your head against the wall over and over. Suppose we might as well keep all those banners. I'm not going to keep a frost core because there's just no incentive there. That's not what I wanted to do. So, well, I mean, as far as them releasing it on console, of course, I'm not in the know of anything like that, but I'd have thought they would have if they were going to. Like, the 10-year anniversary passed the other day, and I feel like if they were going to, they'd be like, oh yeah, we'll do it for the 10-year anniversary. But, like, I imagine the sales probably aren't great anymore, and like, it isn't a live service or anything, is it? So it's not like they're getting money here and there for stuff. Alright guys, I know, I understand, you don't like me flying around. Come on, bios, just leave it. If I can get down here again, we should be alright. This is a pretty safe area for us from the last few attempts at least. Wow, what a scumbag. This tower seems to be the most damaging. Oh, they are working on it. Okay, fair enough. Well, fair play to them. Because I know, well, because recently they must have been working on the Stadia one. Because then he lost all his like Google access, didn't he? Like all his YouTube account and his Gmail and all sorts. So they lost the plot with Stadia and they're like, right, well, we're not doing it now. So yeah, it makes sense. Like, they go back to the console and they're like, right, let's work for these guys that aren't doing us over. I'm hoping we can do it this time, but I feel like we're probably going to get killed here imminently. Worm out of nowhere, of course it is. Should probably like chop this down a bit just so it's easier, but we have not as yet. Probably like 5 more attempts unless I start doing better. Not as good of a soundtrack to that part, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, you can't fault them. I can't understand what would have occurred for you to lose all of your accounts. Like, it seems like someone has to have gone in and deliberately decided, yeah, we're gonna do this, specifically knowing the result and, you know, like the impact that would have on a user of our services. And I just can't fathom it. Like, I can't understand what would have happened, because it seems, and I don't know this, but it seems like that was the first stone cast. Like, I don't know if the devs had said or done something in, you know, meetings or whatever that they'd had to have provoked that, but it seems outwardly like they cast the first stone, and it just seems a weird thing to do. But, you know, you'd assume they have their reasons. Whether it's a good reason or not is another question, but you'd assume they have their reasons. But I mean, Stadia's not really doing anything now anyway, is it? Aren't they shutting it down? So I suppose it doesn't really matter to them that it's not on Stadia. And to be fair, given that Terraria is available on a mobile, I can't see who's going to be buying a Stadia specifically for it. I can't, you know, like, I get the, you know, the business sense behind bringing a title to your console, or whatever that identifies as, but I can't see why you would get Stadia just to play Terraria. Like, it'll run on base. Oh, that was annoying. Oh, right, okay, so they just seem to keep, like, updating it. I mean, the studio must have money coming in from somewhere then. I mean, I purchased it not that long ago, so people must still be buying it, but I just feel like it's not the sort of thing that's flying out and then making money recurringly. But, you know, people still must be buying it, so fair play to them. And you can't fault any dev that's prepared to still put patches out for different versions of the game, like console or whatever, 10 years after it's come out. It's pretty good. Although, to be honest, at this point, I'm wishing it ended at Golden now. But we've, you know, I've enjoyed the rest of it, but this bit is getting a bit tedious. There's me earlier on thinking, oh yeah, should we try and get all achievements? Well, you still need to get the one for killing the Moon Lord, so let's worry about that first, eh? Up your sneaky meteors, we don't want any of that. It's them magma things that come shooting out of it. Like, maybe the tower itself was responsible for the lightning. That'd make more sense, given that this seems to have its own attack pattern, which is just the magma spewing out of it. I keep thinking those ones in the background are coming for me as well sometimes. Evidently not. And then I didn't see the one that was. Luckily I've got a heal. Time for a heal at least. I asked for that. I asked for that. Eaten by a worm. Oh. Fair, but like, I appreciate, well, as you say, I mean, what does that, what is that in the sort of, you know, like best selling, but is that like globally ever on PC or globally ever on all platforms, or, you know, is it in the West specifically on all platforms, or what? Because that could change quite a lot. And then the flip side is, it might be the 14th best-selling game, but look at, say, what is it? Lost Ark? Like, really, really popular MMO in Korea. Like, they'll be making more money than the Terraria devs are on an MMO that you know, that has a cash shop, and people, you know, particularly in Korea, people are quite open to that. So, globally all platforms. Fair enough. That doesn't surprise me. But then you've got to think there's a lot of games that are exclusives that could never compete with that. You know, say like God of War. You know, the later one, PS4 exclusive, never going to compete with all platforms. A lot of PC games, you know, like say like the MMOs I've referred to there, they're not on all platforms. So I think on one hand that figure's quite impressive. You know, you can't take oh right, I get hurt from the tail as well, not just the mouth. Yeah, I knew it was going to be dying there. Like on one hand, like achieving that is pretty good. You can't take it away from them. They've sold a lot of copies. But on the other hand, that doesn't necessarily equate to being as much revenue as, you know, something that's maybe a PC exclusive, but has a cash shop and a fan base that want to pay for the cash shop. So there's that. And then the other side of the coin is things that have subscription models. Like, they clearly don't make as much money as Blizzard. Which, you know, for better or worse, really. I don't particularly care for any of their games. I know I got Diablo not that long ago, but it's a bit different, that one. Although there may well be a cash shop in that, but I'm not sure why you'd ever bother. Ah, that's a prismatic lacewing. Have I got my net? I do. Oh no, don't shoot it. Get rid of that. Yes, we've got a prismatic lacewing, so we can fight the other boss now if we wanted. I'm not going to be doing it right this second, but at least we got one. So yeah, my point is, I suppose they make enough sales, and like I imagine they're not a huge development team. Like on one hand, they say, you know, companies like Blizzard make a lot of money, but they don't necessarily, you know, have the same bottom line, you know, because they've got a lot of staff. So yeah, it's good of him though. Like I'm well behind a company that, you know, stick to making sure the fan base are happy, even if, you know, they've already made the money. You know, they might make a bit more in future sales, but they're still willing to do stuff that affects existing players, not just stuff to try and get new players in. So fair play to them for that. Can't fault them at all. Yeah. Big worm. Of course you're gonna get me. Let's dive down here now. That's out of the way. This area is just horrible. Well, that's another one. Get in there though, I suppose. Yeah, I think I overestimated how long it'd take to do these again. Yeah, fair enough then. I will rescind my comment. Truth be told, I'd have expected it to be cross-platform stuff, but fair enough, as you say, if it's Nintendo. Granted, are they including stuff like Wii Sports in there? I'm pretty sure they gave everybody a copy of that, didn't they? But yeah, it's not surprising, like Mario and Sonic and stuff like that are probably up there, because they, you know, they appeal to anybody. A kid can play them, an adult can play them, so yeah, that makes sense, actually. And of course, they're not cross-platform, but generally their consoles aren't particularly highly priced, so again, they're a bit more accessible for the average person. So yeah, fair play to him then. It's perhaps a bit more of an accolade than I'd considered it to be. And I suppose, you know, things like, say, God of War are affected in the opposite way. Like, I assume it's an 18. So, although that doesn't stop, you know, parents buying it for the kids, it does limit them buying it themselves. And, you know, unless some parent or guardian's going to get it, and how else are they going to? Bit better this line. Yeah, not good enough. I mean, what's the number one grossing game ever then? Is it like, it's got to be like Mario or something then, hasn't it? I mean, Sonic back in the day was good, but the later ones are all trashed here, aren't they? Or in my opinion, they are anyway. So my guess is like Mario Galaxy or something like that. Because like the earlier ones obviously have had a lot longer to get more copies out, but they probably stopped selling them, you know, 10, 15 years ago actively in the West. And so it would just be if they're still on sale in Japan and the East. Diablo 3? Okay. Skyrim and Witcher. Okay, yeah, fair enough, yeah. I would have had Skyrim up there if I'd have actually thought about it for long enough. And yeah, The Witcher 3 doesn't surprise me. They've had a lot of sales on it, and it's a fantastic game. So why wouldn't you? When it's like £8 or whatever on PC, why wouldn't you? And in fact, that is what I did after buying it on launch and the DLCs on Xbox. I then went and bought the Game of the Year edition when it were on sale on PC as well. Shame they kind of ruined their reputation with Cyberpunk, but hopefully the next game they bring out, they do it properly and don't mess everybody about and get that loyalty back. I mean, I've deliberately kept myself from any sort of Cyberpunk info. So once I know it's been patched the hell out of and it works properly, I will be getting that and playing it. I've heard it's still pretty good, like, but I've tried to keep myself away from any of the story. Oh yeah, Minecraft, yeah, so Minecraft's obviously going to be, again, appeals to the kiddies. Adults play it too. Obviously going to have that mass market, and of course it's on everything. You can play it on microwaves and stuff, can't you? I'll be surprised. Heal available. Yep, death. Tetris. Yeah, Wii Sports. Wii Sports can get out of that list. That's a freebie. Get out of the list. GTA 5, yeah, doesn't surprise me. Tetris, yeah. Tetris seems a bit of a scam one. Because I'm pretty sure that, like... Did they count it when it was, like, bundled in on the Sega Mega Drive with Bejeweled and some motorbike racing game? Showing my age there. Some kind of like MotoGP 89 or something. But yeah, Tetris doesn't count for me, and Wii Sports doesn't count for me there. Not unless they show the figures and go, no, the given away ones, there was 100 million given away, but there were 30 million sold, so it's up there. You know, fair enough. But yeah, Minecraft makes perfect sense. The surprising one there is Diablo 3. I mean, I've bought it twice, if not 3 times, so I suppose there's that. But, yeah, I wouldn't have expected it to be quite so popular. Yeah, every single Pokemon will be on there. Yeah, of course it will. Yeah. That makes perfect sense. But then... I mean, because at the time, like, if you go back to when, say, Pokemon Red and Blue were fresh, they'll have probably outsold every other game ever back then, presumably. Because none of the other games you've mentioned there were out for another 10 years before that. So, or 10 years after that. So, yeah, that wouldn't surprise me if they're up there. But then, of course, like then there's all the emulations of it and stuff as well. Like obviously they're not really counted in that list, but I'm sure a lot of people have played them through emulations rather than buying them at this point. I think I've still got all my old copies of them, but they die eventually, don't they? There's like a little battery in the cartridge. I came across it not that long ago. I can't remember where I put it, but I came across my old Game Boy Color yonks ago. No, not yonks ago, but from yonks ago. And had a few in there. It was all about Crystal as far as I'm concerned. Crystal gave you the most value for money. You got 16 badges. And what were it? 250 odd Pokemon. Started getting a bit out of hand when they were, 500, 600, 700, however many there is now. Just a bit too much for me at that stage. But Crystal was legit. Oh, the thing. How have you sold that many? I mean, it's pretty much everybody in Japan buys it. And then the rest are elsewhere. But, I mean, I don't know how many million people there are in Japan, but it's got to be a good few million, hasn't it? So, like, basically everybody that isn't a businessman, or in the Yakuza maybe, buys a copy of that. Possibly two. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of the Nintendo staff get paid in copies of the games. And like, yeah, you get 15 copies on your wages this week. Good work. To be fair to the guy though, the top gaffer, I don't know if he still is, but he took a pay cut at the time, didn't he? Not so long back when he went there so well. Yeah, Call of Duty as well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing though, isn't it? You look at all of them, who makes the most money on that list? Minecraft probably make quite a bit, but there's no in-game purchases and stuff, so they're not making all the money. COD's making all the money there. And then maybe if PUBG's up there, because that makes a ton of money. But it's all the mobile versions that make all the money though. Because, the people buying them evidently don't have a clear concept of what the value of money is. And just think, oh, well, I'll press the button, yeah, value. Or the £999.99 version is the best value. So you should buy that one, kids. No. Don't run up your mum's credit card bill. It only ends badly. And like the bottom line is, right, it's like these people that spend, say, 500, 600, 700 quid on these mobile games. It's like, if you save that and put it into a decent computer, you could play like actually sick games that don't cost you 700 quid or whatever in a year. So like, I can't fathom it, but obviously people do. There's a big market for it, isn't there? 90 million copies, number 5, yeah, not surprising. But I wonder if that includes, like, the PUBG proper version and the mobile version, because that hasn't, like, technically sold copies of that, because it's free, but obviously you end up paying for micros in there. So I'd be interested to know what that entails. No, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's sold 90 million copies of the legit, like, proper version, but I think they make a few million a day on, well, more than a few million a day on just the mobile version, and they make probably a fraction of that on the proper version, which to me is mental, because I can't understand, number one, why you'd be that bothered about mobile games. Like, I can't. I mean, don't get me wrong. On an iPad or a tablet or whatever, and you sat there for a few hours, maybe on like traveling or whatever. I get it. I get having them and like paying a few quid for one. and getting some value out of it, or things like, say, like Hearthstone. Like I play Hearthstone on a tablet sometimes when I'm, you know, when I'm say away from my desk, and I get that, and I get putting money into that because it's a collectible card game and trading. Well, not trading card, but collectible competitive card game. So I get it in that regard. But like buying skins and stuff, like I've never understood it. Yeah, that's another one. Like I'd have said that first. Like if that counted, like that's got to be up there. But yeah, it's completely, well, it's allegedly completely free, but not to consider those people that have ended up needing to remortgage because the kids got hold of the details and bought every skin. But again, I can't fathom it. Like it, I get it. It's bright colours, flashy lights, and high pitched noises, like ding noises. But like, I can't understand how the loop is that. I need to stop dying to that worm. I can't understand how that primary loop like keeps people involved so much. Like I've seen the game, so like, I know what it is, but I've never played it, and I can't understand how it hooks people, other than kids. Because again, flashy lights, bright colours, high pitched noises. You know, that'll keep most kids entertained. But yeah, like I can't fathom what keeps adults coming back to it, and there evidently must be some adults playing it. Besides streamers and that make money out of it. I get it, you know, from their perspective, they're making money out of it, why not? But they must enjoy it to be doing that in the first place. And I just can't see it. I never got anything against shooters either. I don't play a lot of shooters, but there are a few I've played and enjoyed. But hey, the majority like it, so it must be doing something right. And let's be fair, it probably would get some views if I played it. Granted, you know, probably a little bit late to the party there, but that is not sufficient reason for me to do it. And I imagine that probably isn't the case for most of the people playing it. I'd have thought the majority of them probably just wanted to play it anyway, and you know, if they're putting content up about it, it you know, gets viewed because it's popular. It is what it is. But I certainly could not force myself to do it. Okay, so impending doom. Let's just get me healing going. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? She's there. Heal me, wench. Thank you. I mean, I'm really unlikely to manage it here, but we'll try. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I never said for a moment it doesn't work. Evidently it works. I just mean I don't see the appeal myself. I can't see what it is about it that gets people. But yeah, evidently it works for them. They make an absolute ton. I bet 10 cent. Can't believe their luck. It's like, what? What? They've spent another 10 million on skins? On these worthless artificial goods? Brilliant. Okay, he did hit me with the death laser though. It's gonna get me with it, I think. So if you hit the eyeball as well, you get murked. Absolutely murked. Oh, it says by a phantasmal sphere, so maybe he was just about creating one at the time. Maybe. Lunar hook. Okay. So we've got 3 goes at him. I've got enough potions for that, though. So we'll round off with 3 more attempts if I can. Which I haven't got the day blooms for anymore. Oh, fair play to you, Joe. Yeah, I mean, I'd say, I'm not saying that, you know, anybody's in the wrong for doing it, but I just can't see it. Fair play. I mean, like, I get wanting to look cool in a game that's free, but I just can't see the point in spending money on something that doesn't give you an advantage. And like, yeah, fair play. You know, if it gave you $40 worth of enjoyment, and you know you want to support them, fair enough. But it's not like they need your support, so it seems a bit of a flawed reason. But I imagine that probably wasn't it. I imagine it was probably just wanting to look cool. And that's not to say you aren't cool, though, Joe. In my eyes, you already look cool enough. Although that sounded kind of like something a mother would say. So I apologise. There's my seeds. There are the seeds. That should be enough if we just grab a couple of lenses here. Oh, that's my lace wing. I don't want to get rid of that. Put this dust back. You get out of the way, man. I want my piggy bank. Sweet. So, yeah. I mean, to be honest, at this point, I'd pay $40 if I could have some sort of 3-minute invincibility for this game. That's something I'd pay for. Just kidding. I mean, it'd be just easier to turn it off if that was your plan. We'll make 4 of each just to be rounded. And we'll make 4 of them. Sweet. So, let's go for it. I just don't get it. How on earth can I dodge all this madness? I need to focus, basically, is what I need to do. I need to, like, just learn from it. Rather than try and win, just try and learn from it. So I've got 3 goes at it here. And that's kind of what's helped me with all the other bosses. Like, the cultist at first murked me, but now I know he does his regular rotation, then he'll open a portal, and if you just kill him, nothing happens. Fair enough. Yeah, can't fault you there. I mean, if you... Like, that's my point. Like, if it's because of an intrinsic desire to support it, that's fair enough. But on the flip side, like, that was not focusing, was it? On the flip side, like, it's specifically engineered to make you want to do that, is the point. Like, the whole system is designed to coerce you to do it. And it's like, on one hand, like, we all go, oh yeah, you know, free will, you know, I wanted to do a thing. But you only want to do a thing because chemically your brain is telling you to do it. And that would be a good thing, it would make you feel better, whatever. So, like, you know, you see an advert for a popular soft drink, it might not make you want that particular drink right now, but the fact that you've seen an ad for a different, perhaps, you know, better tasting one in your opinion, makes you think, oh yeah, you know what, I need to go grab a drink, I'm going to have a can of whatever it is you might like. And, you know, obviously it was never the intention of advertiser A to get you to buy drink B, but that's the way it works. So, again, with that, it's kind of like, oh, well, you know, you see everybody else wearing those skins, and think, oh well, they've supported, you know, maybe I should. When realistically, like they've made plenty enough money with or without any of that. I mean, they'd have made enough money with everything costing a tenth of the price. But hey, I'm not here to say that's wrong. Just you know, just my opinion on the matter. Oh no, they're absolutely nuking me. Yeah, put me out of the way of that. Yeah, see, I couldn't. Well, I mean, that's another way they get you with sort of yeah, even if it's an indefinite sort of subscription. Like that's how they get you. Like none of it has any value unless you continuously play the game. You know what I mean? Like it's one of the, like my argument with it is like it's aimed at convincing young people to hand over money that they might have the money now, but like if you spend all your pocket money now on currency that doesn't really matter and digital goods that are actually worthless, and you're 14, if you'd have just kept hold of that money, like I'm not on about, you know, putting it into any products or anything like that or any markets of any kind. If you just kept it, which is, you know, not necessarily the best thing to do, but if you just kept it, you would have money when you're 20 that you could use to further your career or, you know, enjoy things or what have you, and like get stuff from. And I mean, like, I don't know how old you are, Joe, but you might be in a position where you go, yeah, I can support myself. It's nothing to me. Like I can still do all the things I want to do. You know, I'm not gonna be poor or anything as a result of giving them money. And that's obviously very different. But my point is, you know, about nippers and the fact that it's, I should say nippers, like kids, and the fact that it gets them into that habit. It's just a bit shady, that's all. I'm not saying it shouldn't exist, just saying I don't get it, and I know that it's shady. So they come out of nowhere and just murder me. Okay, great stuff. Okay, we managed to dodge there. But then we got hit by those. Oh, I got a heal off. That's nice. That's good and tasty. I don't know how to do this. That's a shame. Gutted. Well, I ain't got any more time to be farming no more stuff, unfortunately. So we'll see. I'll have to give it some more bashes. It's just a shame it's not easier to farm that, because like it takes an hour to farm 3 attempts. It's like I sort of did better that time, but like if I could have another 3 goes, I might do it. Yeah, and that's kind of my point. It's not, well, to be honest though, it isn't even those I'm not worried about, because it's like I don't have any kids, but if I did, I wouldn't give them my credit card details because they're a kid. Do you know what I mean? Like to a certain extent, that parent needs to look at themselves and go, well, yeah, I made a mistake there. But the other side of the coin is like what that person does when they're 25 and thinks gambling's like really good. Do you know what I mean? Like it's one of those. It's each to their own, and I've got onto a topic that I didn't really intend to, but that was the point I'm making. It's just a bit shady the way it's set up. Yeah, I'll catch you next time, bro. We'll do a bit more this week. Hopefully, I'll have time midweek to grind up some more attempts, and then we'll just give it a go. Maybe have a video where we just try and fight Moonlord, but probably only be a 5-minute video with the rate that this has gone, so we'll see. Anyway, thanks so much for people that stuck around. Thanks for being there, Joe, as well in the chat. Really appreciate it, man. Don't know if the other people that are still here now, but thank you, thank you to Beach for being here. Appreciate that, and Seacrage as well, of course. Yeah, really means a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time in the Underhive.